sausage. I got my barbecue
BBQPitBoys.com. Today we're gonna cook up some mountain ribs on the grill, and they're real easy to do. All right, here I've got 4 slabs of spare ribs, and they're running about 3.5, maybe 3 3/4 pound a slab. And to do these mountain ribs, you just have to do a little preparation. Now, there are a lot of ways to do spare ribs, but this is one of our favorite ways, so you got to check this out. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean up these slabs a little bit. We're going to remove the connective tissue here. We're going to remove some excess fat. You know all about that. And we're going to also take off the excess meat. We're after the ribs here. So we're going to cut off these end points here. Now, you don't want to throw the excess meat away. Of course, you save it for another day. But we're after these ribs. Now, if you've never had these mountain ribs before, you're missing something out of your life. Man. You gotta fire up that barbecue and check these out. All right, here I'm cutting individual ribs, or a couple small ribs at a time. You can see it's easy enough to do. Now, cutting up 16 pounds of ribs is about the most difficult thing you're going to have to do with this recipe. So you might want to get yourself a little bit of extra help. Now, these ribs are they're going to take about 4 hours to do. And this technique is good, too, because you can put 4 racks of ribs on this small grill here. Now, we're going to put them in this stainless steel pan. And then we're going to take some rub. Use your favorite rub. I'm going to coat them real good. Now, these are mountain ribs, so don't be afraid to use your hands. Now, we've got that grill set up for indirect heating because we're going to do a nice low and slow barbecue here. And yep, this recipe calls for some bacon. And this here is thick cut pork belly bacon. Just use whatever bacon you have. And we're going to use about a half a pound, but you can use a whole pound if you want. We're going to mix it right up here with these ribs. Again, coat everything real good with your rub. All right, they're ready for the grill. Now, we're going to be running a temperature of about 275 degrees. You don't want to go too much hotter than that because we want to cook these slow. We want to tenderize them as much as we can. And then we're going to pile them opposite those hot coals. Now, I think you're guessing where we got the name from. Mountain full of ribs. You just pile them right on. And here I've got some chunk wood because we want to produce a real light smoke during this barbecue. All right, put the cover on. It'll take about 3 hours, even 4 hours, 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh yeah. Now here's a trick with these mountain ribs. You're going to be checking on them every half hour. And you're going to give them a good spray. Here I've got some apple juice. And yeah, use a good spray, or even use water if you want. Even some beer. But apple juice goes really good. Now, every half hour, maybe 40 minutes, you want to toss these ribs. Just like that. And this way you're going to get some nice, even cooking for the next 3 hours or so. A lot of ribs there are going to feed a lot of people. All right. You want to be around 275 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to throw a little more of that smoke wood in there. Put the cover on. Oh yeah. Now about an hour and a half has gone by, and you can see how these are coming along. Whoa. I'm going to keep them sprayed. And of course, you're going to flip them again. I think you're getting the idea where we're going with this. Yeah, and it works good. Yep. A little more of that apple juice. Oh, maybe another hour and a half to go. All right, these been barbecuing now for about 3 hours. And this is where you want to bring in your favorite sauce. And we're going to start basting with sauce here. And just pour it right on. Mix it up good. Whoa. You getting hungry or what? Pour on some more. Now this sauce is just going to start caramelizing all over these ribs. And we're going to do it, like I said, for about another hour. All right, through the miracle of time, these mountain ribs are done. Take a look at that. Now what you can do is you can take some of these ribs and go direct over the fire just a little bit. You heat them up, put a little more of that char on there. Plenty to eat. Oh, baby!
Thighs at the chicken coop. I got my barbecue shoes on. Gonna grab me some thighs at the chicken coop. Got my barbecue shoes on.
So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your barbecue, you check out the BBQPitBoys.com.